You're sitting there going, like, do we zag because people think we're going to zig?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some amazingly talented writers in the room here. We have Christopher Markus and Stephen McFeely.
Hey there.
Right.
What's that?
Oh, you meant us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you.
Oh,
Yes. No,
hi.
definitely you two gentlemen
Hi.
right there. And for those of you at home who are unfamiliar with the works of these gentlemen, let me go down a list. I believe we have, starting off with Captain America, the first Avenger, starting it all with the Avengers of all things. You also worked on Captain America Civil War. You worked on Thor Dark World together. You worked on Agent Carter. You also did
Winter Soldier.
Thank you. Winter Soldier was the next one, and then Endgame and Infinity War, and then Endgame.
Yes, indeed.
And you kind of just rocked the house with the announcement of some of the things that were left out of the movie. And we only have a few minutes here, but I'd love to just hit some of your favorite moments of the film. And we can talk about the Captain America going into space and working with Red Skull. We can talk about Smart Hulk being in Infinity War. I'm excited. This is going to go really fast, so keep up. So, I mean, I'm going to shut up now. Go.
Well, I always loved the idea of getting the Red Skull back in the movie because it was so, only semi-intentionally perfectly dropped from First Avenger, where he had an Infinity Stone. I don't even know if we knew that was an Infinity Stone at that point. But it took him off into space and he was gone. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
It was just lying there, ready to be picked up. And the thought of bringing Steve back to the Red Skull, who, and putting him in a position where he might need something from him or need his knowledge, was really appealing.
Oh, rock and hard place.
But it turned out there wasn't, other than that, great story for Steve in space.
Yeah.
Like, there comes a point where you're sitting there going, like, do we zag because people think we're going to zig? Or is that just being willfully obstinate and you're like, it's like you pair people. There was also a thing where let's pair people with people they haven't been paired with.
Yeah.
And for
Sometimes
that worked, but other times it was like, so you're just dumping all the backstory that has been built between two characters and starting from the ground up, as opposed to, you got 22 movies worth of backstory to build with. Use it.
Right. But again, the fans are all screaming right now. Steve did end up seeing the Red Skull because he ended up bringing the stones back.
Yes.
But that all happened off camera.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And again, like,
It's a 3-hour movie, man.
and I've honestly, I
Understood.
kid you not, I've probably seen it about 45 times.
God bless you.
on.
I'm not. I'll explain why. Afterwards, but.
Do you work in a movie theater?
No. We'll talk later. But Regal movies, man. I've seen the movie about 45 times.
He's been pirating it, and you have to watch it.
Yes,
every
I
time
got to get the coding just
That's
right. Well, let's talk about the incredible. Let's talk about the Hulk.
Yeah.
Smart
Okay,
Hulk.
yeah.
And why Smart Hulk wasn't in the.
So that one is more than
Infinity War.
just theoretical. That was actual, right? So it was always our intention in Infinity War to have the war between Hulk and Banner be so inconvenient that by the end, in crunch time, they figured out a way to work together. He would bust out of the Hulk Buster and, as Smart Hulk, do something smart and something powerful to get rid of Cull Obsidian. We did it. We shot it. It was in the cut forever. But remember what else is going on in that movie at the time.
Yeah.
A lot of dour stuff, a lot of sort of a march to this, right? And yet that was kind of fun and funny, because how do you know he's Smart Hulk? Because he turns around and he says E equals MC squared, and we go, whoa, that's interesting. And it's the wrong tone for what that movie needed, which meant we had to redo stuff for Endgame, because we'd already shot him as Smart Hulk in the compound when Tony comes back, in the space, in the Quinjet, when they not the Quinjet but the Benatar when they go to Thanos, etc.
Leads to things like Hulk being in the trailer for Infinity War, but not the movie.
That's right.
So writing for Smart Hulk versus slower, dumber Hulk, I would assume that smarter Hulk would be harder to write.
Well, largely we wrote him like Banner, but with a bigger ego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because becoming Smart Hulk fixed Banner's inferiority complex, and so now he just thinks he's awesome.
Nice. Okay, now one more thing I really want to hit before we have to jump. The storyline with Thor. Originally, it was supposed to be this massive adventure of him, of him conquering his
serpent.
Yes.
the serpent of Asgard.
That's right.
And then it really turned into more of a character development. And at what point did it go from Adventure Thor to Fat Lebowski Thor, which is a hit?
Well,
Right,
Adventure Thor was in Infinity War.
Yeah.
And there is a tendency on our part, unfortunately, at the time to go, well, Thor is a warrior. He's stern. He's going to press on. He's going to be on a mission of vengeance, even though he just lost the mission of vengeance.
No, he didn't miss. He lost everything.
He lost his mother, his father, his sister, his brother, his kingdom, and his eyeball, his chance to save the world.
Yeah.
And after
and
that,
Jane dumped him.
yeah, and after that, you do
Just
not go on a
mutual, I'm
mission of
sure.
vengeance. You probably eat pizza,
Yeah.
and just
Play Xbox.
sink for a while.
I think that trilogy of Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame is a really good one for him.
I love
it.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, gentlemen, real quick, lastly, are you going to be doing anything future for Marvel? No names, no titles or anything, but can we hope? You have been paving the road for Marvel. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You literally have been laying the tracks. You've been riding that train. Are we going to see you into the next phase?
Maybe one day, but not right now.
Not right now. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming down here and talking to us with San Diego Comic-Con. We have the digital copy of the Avengers Endgame, which is going to be coming out July 30th, and we have the Blu-ray coming out August 13th. Be sure to pick up your copy, watch all the behind-the-scenes features, and I hope you guys are going to be doing a little talk.
There's a commentary? Yes,
Yeah, way too much of us. Don't
Awesome.
worry about it.
Because we did not get enough here, so you're going to get a heck of a lot more in there. Be sure to pick up your copy as soon as possible.